Welcome back to Auto Reviews, the channel where we dive deep into the world of cutting-edge machines, advanced technology, and the innovations that shape the future of defense and aviation. Today we are taking you into the heart of one of the most ambitious and highly anticipated fighter jet programs in the world, the 2026 Mikoyan MiG-41, a project that is said to represent Russia's leap into the sixth generation of combat aircraft. This aircraft has been surrounded by speculation, secrecy, and bold claims, and it is often described as a hypersonic monster jet that could reshape the global air power balance. In this review, we will explore every detail available about the MiG-41, covering its performance, design, potential specifications, and the features that make it stand out as one of the most talked about aircraft of the next era. The MiG-41 project is officially known as the Prospective Aviation Complex for Long-Range Interception, and it is positioned as the successor to the legendary MiG-31 Foxhound. The MiG-31 itself has been a formidable aircraft since the Cold War era, capable of intercepting high-speed bombers, reconnaissance planes, and even cruise missiles at extreme altitudes and ranges. However, decades have passed, and the changing landscape of aerial threats, including stealth aircraft, hypersonic missiles, and next-generation drones, demands a new solution. This is where the MiG-41 comes in. Designed to dominate the skies of the 21st century, the MiG-41 is meant to not only replace the MiG-31 but also redefine what an interceptor is capable of. At the core of the MiG-41's concept lies speed. Reports and defense analysts suggest that the MiG-41 will be capable of speeds exceeding Mach 4 and possibly approaching Mach 5, putting it squarely in the hypersonic category. To put that into perspective, Mach 5 represents around 6,200 km per hour, a speed at which the aircraft could cover vast stretches of Russian airspace in minutes. For a nation with the largest landmass on Earth and potential threats approaching from multiple directions, speed is not just a luxury but a necessity. With this kind of performance, the MiG-41 would outpace every operational fighter and interceptor in existence, creating a unique advantage in response times and engagement capabilities. The design philosophy of the MiG-41 is equally fascinating. Imagery and concept models show a sleek stealth-inspired shape with sharp angles, blended wings, and an advanced canopy. The stealth features are intended to reduce radar cross-section, giving it the ability to approach targets undetected despite its incredible speed. It is believed that the aircraft will incorporate radar-absorbing materials and composite structures to maximize survivability in contested airspace. Unlike traditional interceptors that prioritized speed and altitude at the cost of stealth, the MiG-41 appears to be a balanced fusion of both worlds, aiming to combine hypersonic performance with low observability. When it comes to altitude, speculation suggests the MiG-41 could reach operational ceilings above 100,000 feet. This would put it in the realm of near-space flight, allowing it to intercept not only conventional aircraft and bombers but also low-orbit satellites and hypersonic weapons. Russian defense sources have even hinted at the possibility of the MiG-41 being capable of operating in near-space environments, a claim that, if realized, would make it unlike anything currently in service worldwide. Such an ability would position the aircraft not just as a fighter but as a multi-role defense platform designed for the challenges of the modern age. The radar and avionics suite of the MiG-41 are expected to be highly advanced. Reports suggest the use of an advanced active, electronically scanned array radar with detection ranges exceeding several hundred kilometers, allowing the aircraft to track multiple targets simultaneously at vast distances. Combined with long-range air-to-air missiles, the MiG-41 could strike enemies before they even detect its presence. Russia has also hinted at the integration of anti-satellite weapons, giving the MiG-41 an entirely new role in space warfare. This would make it not only a defender of Russian skies but also a tool for disabling orbital assets during conflict. Weaponry will be central to the MiG-41's role as an interceptor. The aircraft is expected to carry new generation long-range missiles capable of engaging targets at hypersonic speeds. Among these is the rumored R-37M upgrade and possible entirely new missile families specifically designed for the MiG-41. With ranges potentially exceeding 300 kilometers, these weapons would allow the MiG-41 to engage hostile bombers, reconnaissance planes, stealth aircraft, and hypersonic drones long before they approach Russian airspace. There is even talk of directed energy weapons or advanced laser systems being integrated in the future, though such claims remain speculative. If true, this would bring science fiction concepts into the realm of operational military hardware. Propulsion is another key highlight of the MiG-41. To achieve speeds approaching Mach 5, the aircraft would need revolutionary engine technology. Russian sources mention the development of ramjet or combined cycle engines that could operate efficiently across subsonic, supersonic, and hypersonic speeds. This is no small feat, as engineering an engine that can seamlessly transition through such velocity ranges requires immense technical breakthroughs. If achieved, it would place the MiG-41 in a class of its own. Additionally, the engine systems are expected to feature advanced cooling technologies to handle the extreme thermal stress generated at hypersonic speeds. The operational role of the MiG-41 extends far beyond traditional interception. Unlike the MiG-31, which was designed primarily to counter NATO bombers and cruise missiles, the MiG-41 is envisioned as a multi-domain interceptor. It would be able to counter hypersonic missiles, stealth fighters, reconnaissance satellites, and even advanced drones. This versatility reflects the changing face of modern warfare, where threats come not just from the skies but also from orbit and unmanned systems. By building an aircraft that can respond to all these challenges, Russia is aiming to future-proof its defense capabilities. Now let us consider the potential challenges. Developing such an advanced aircraft is no easy task, and skeptics point out the immense costs and technological hurdles involved. Hypersonic flight introduces extreme heat stress, structural fatigue, and control difficulties. Integrating stealth at these speeds compounds the complexity. There are also doubts about whether Russia's current industrial base and budget can support such an ambitious program. The country has faced sanctions, economic struggles, and technological bottlenecks, which could delay or even derail the MiG-41's full realization. Nonetheless, Russia has a history of surprising the world with breakthrough technologies, and the MiG-41 may be another example of this pattern. In terms of timeline, Russian sources have suggested the MiG-41 will begin entering service around 2026, though many analysts believe this may be optimistic. Developing and testing a sixth-generation hypersonic interceptor takes years of trial, error, and refinement. It is more likely that prototypes and limited pre-production models will emerge by the mid-2020s, with full operational capability possibly in the 2030s. Despite the uncertainty, the announcement of such a timeline keeps attention focused on the project and reinforces Russia's determination to push ahead with next-generation military aviation. When comparing the MiG-41 with Western projects, it becomes even more intriguing. The United States and its allies are working on sixth-generation fighters such as the NGAD program and the Tempest project in Europe. However, these emphasize multi-role capabilities, stealth, and network-centric warfare, while the MiG-41 appears to specialize in hypersonic interception. This makes the MiG-41 unique in its mission profile. Rather than competing directly with stealth multi-role fighters like the F-35 or NGAD, the MiG-41 aims to carve out a niche where speed and interception dominance matter most. This differentiation could give Russia a strategic advantage in defending its vast borders against evolving threats. One cannot ignore the psychological and strategic impact of such an aircraft. Even if the MiG-41 exists only in limited numbers, the knowledge that Russia possesses a hypersonic interceptor capable of operating in near space would act as a deterrent to adversaries. It could force other nations to rethink their strategies, invest more in missile defense, and accelerate their own hypersonic programs. In the great game of military balance, perception often matters as much as actual deployment. The MiG-41, therefore, is not just an aircraft but a statement of intent, showcasing Russia's ambition to remain at the forefront of aerial warfare. Another important aspect is the potential use of unmanned variants. As military aviation trends increasingly toward automation and drone technology, there are suggestions that the MiG-41 may also have an unmanned or optionally piloted configuration. This would allow it to take on extreme high-risk missions without endangering a pilot, such as intercepting nuclear delivery systems or entering heavily defended enemy airspace. If true, this would align the MiG-41 with the broader evolution of autonomous warfare. As we consider all these factors, the MiG-41 stands as one of the most fascinating military projects of the decade. It represents a fusion of speed, stealth, and futuristic technologies aimed at tackling the threats of tomorrow. Whether it will truly achieve hypersonic flight, integrate anti-satellite capabilities, or revolutionize interception remains to be seen, but even in concept form it captures the imagination of defense experts worldwide. It is a bold vision, and if Russia manages to deliver on even part of its promises, the MiG-41 will be a game-changer in the skies. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Mikoyan MiG-41, Russia's hypersonic 6th-generation interceptor jet. From its hypersonic ambitions and stealth design to its advanced avionics and future-proof mission roles, this aircraft has the potential to be unlike anything we have ever seen before. Of course, time will tell if the promises translate into reality, but one thing is clear, the MiG-41 has already secured its place in aviation history as a symbol of the next great leap forward. You have been watching Auto Reviews, where we bring you the most detailed insights into the machines shaping our world. If you enjoyed this review and want to stay updated with more content on future technology, advanced vehicles, and defense innovations, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community for more in-depth reviews and updates every week.